بسم الله.
Just let you drink some water. First of all, congratulations on the victory. Before we get into the fight, I see your ankle's a little wrapped. So I guess physically, how are you feeling after that fight?
I feel amazing, bro. It's a fist fight, and it was a fist fight against a very big guy. So I'm gonna feel a little bit of something. I think there was one leg lock that I twisted my ankle a little bit, but it's nothing, bro. For 15 minutes of work, nothing.
Well, speaking of the leg locks, I guess, was that how you saw his fight, like the approach that he was going to take? Because I guess when it was happening, DC and everyone were talking on the commentary, like it's always tough preparing for a guy that's going to go for these leg locks all the time because it's hard to, you don't want to get stuck in that position even in camp if something goes wrong.
Yeah, it was one aspect that I thought he would try to attack. I did my camp at ATT this time with Mike Brown and everybody, and we prepared excellently. And also my coach here, Andre Tauchi, the best grappling coach. Last couple of weeks we've been working it non-stop. So I was ready for this. I'm ready for everything.
And I have to ask, like, what exactly happened with the weight situation? Because they didn't announce it to us, so when he weighed in and then you weighed in, we had thought they had misread the weights. It turns out that you guys are actually a featherweight. So
basically, I spent all night cutting, like usual, got down to 135. As soon as I made the weight, I was in the weight cutting room, and as soon as I was done, the UFC team came to me and said, yeah, by the way, your opponent's going to miss weight. And I said, by how much? They said, by 10 pounds. And I said, that's featherweight. And they go, yeah, And I was like, well, what the hell can we do about this? He goes, I don't know, let's see, we're going to try and get it cleared, let's see what commission says. And then there was a lot of panic and stuff, and it was really down to me, to be honest with you. Like, I took all the risk. There was really nothing for me to gain taking this. And I spoke on the phone with my manager Ali. I spoke with my brother Javid, who's back in America, and my coaches, and we decided, you know what, man, like, bro, we always say, like, we're cut from a different cloth, and how our mindset is our best ability, our best trait. And I said, you know what, no problem. Because we tried to get him to cut some more, we tried to, make it a little bit more fair, but the guy was having none of it, and him and his coaches were just like, he can't make any more, he's gonna pass out, the doctor said this, the doctor said that, and they were gonna scrap the fight, and they said the only way we can make this fight happen is if you contractually agree to a featherweight fight, by which he won't miss weight, you won't get any percentage of his purse, nothing. And for a moment I thought, like, there's nothing to gain, but you know what, I thought this is what legends are made of, This is how I'm going to improve, how I'm going to put my name out there. And I just said, all right, let's do featherweight. And as soon as we agreed, I started drinking a little bit. That's why I got to 137, which was whatever, it was nothing, and he was 145.5. So, to be honest with you, I'm a student of the game, and I can't recall any time this has happened, where someone's made weight, and then they've agreed to do a weight division above. Usually it's like a day or two before the fight, like Marvin Vettori and Paulo Costa, and then they both agree at 205 before the weight cut begins or whatever. But I made weight, he made feather, and then I was like, all right, I guess I'll find my feather. And to be honest with you, I felt it in there tonight. As soon as I go in the cage, honestly, I thought, oh my God, I feel skinny in here compared to him. I looked across and he was looking huge. So, it's what it is, I grew from it, and I won comfortably, to be honest with you, so, yeah.
Did you get any extra, like, monetary?
Nothing yet, but I'm trying to get backstage somewhere and speak with Dana Hunt or somebody. But I'm hoping. I feel I deserve something for it.
Did you just start, I know you said you started drinking water, but did you just stop the cut immediately and just start chugging water? Because if you had weighed 136...
No, I made weight.
Right.
I made weight, and then we started negotiating, like, on the manager, I was 135 on the dot, and then I speak with my manager, he's like, okay, don't do anything yet, let me confirm with the doctors and the UFC. They're like, all right, it's 145. And then the UFC nutrition team came to me and said, hey, start drinking, whatever. It's a 145-pound fight. So I was like, I drank 2 pounds of water and then weighed in.
Well, even at that third round, you obviously, I think that was the deciding when you kind of controlled him.
Yeah.
You're wrestling, where you said you felt skinny in there when you stood opposite him. Did you feel like his cardio was maybe shot too because of...
You know what? I thought his cardio would be more shot, but no, because had he tried to make 135, his cardio would have been shot. He made featherweight. I mean, you're not gonna be shot if you make if I tried to make featherweight, like my cardio is not gonna be effective. In fact, my cardio is gonna be better because I didn't go through the cut. So I felt his durability was far better too. He took some really good right hands, some uppercuts, and if it was a 135-pound fight, I guarantee you some of those right hands would have done way more damage. And it's not that he felt so strong. It's just his dimensions were big. Like in the clinch, I couldn't connect my hands together. Around his legs, he just like, he kind of powered his way out of a couple things. So yeah, I mean, round 2 was it as close as the scorecards made it?
That was the closest one.
It was definitely the closest one, but I didn't feel like, I still thought I took it, but whatever. 1 and 3 was clear to me.
And you obviously said you wanted top 15 next. I know you at the beginning of the year you also wanted to be more active. Obviously, you weren't as active as you wanted. So I guess moving forward, I guess when do you want to return, and are there names in that top 15 that you're circling now?
I want beginning of 2025. I want the King of Rio, Jose Aldo. We could do it in Brazil, America, London, Saudi, wherever, doesn't matter. He wins. He proves he belongs with this new generation. I win. He passes me the torch. So let's see. Generations collide. I've been watching him since I was 11, 12, and I think it's the perfect fight that makes sense.
What did you make of his last fight? Because a lot of people are very frustrated with Mario Bautista's game plan.
If I'm being completely honest, I thought he won. I felt Jose won. But at the same time, it's like, how many times has Jose lost like that now, where he just kind of rests along the cage, and because it's Jose, everybody loves him so much, they give him benefit of the doubt. But it's like, you can't just rest on the cage like that and expect to, get the benefit of the doubt just because you're a legend. So even though I think he won, he needs to do a bit more sometimes.
So going off that right here, actually, right. If you fight him, do you at least attempt that and be like, hey man, if you can't get your back off the cage against me, like there's a proven maybe path to victory here with him a little bit? Or do you feel like you would approach him with a different type of fight? No,
I definitely try to approach it differently. You never really want to win like that, essentially. But at the same time, like he has proven to have short holes there. But that's not really my style, to just kind of lay and pray on, like lean on somebody along the cage. I'll take you down and I'll keep you down, but I'm not just gonna lay and pray on you along the cage and keep you there and you. But I'm gonna get you down. I'm gonna stick on move. I'm gonna kick you. And ultimately, I feel like at this stage of my career and at this stage of Jose's career, I have the advantages in most places. Besides experience and maybe power, I think I'm better than him everywhere.
And just to go back to Victor, did you have a chance to speak with him at all, or did you say anything to him about kind of this unprofessional conduct?
As soon as we finished the fight, he said, I was speaking with him a little bit, and I was like, come on, bro, 10 pounds is not even close. Like, what are we playing at? He goes, sorry, bro, my kidneys and this and that, but my kidneys weren't feeling too good either. I'm trying to make 135, so excuses, man.
Yeah, kind of going back to what you said earlier, don't think there's been too many situations like this, and I certainly don't think there's been a 9-pound discrepancy in a bantamweight or featherweight fight before. So at least you have that feather in your cap now.
Thank you.
One more. If he had tried to make 135 and he had got below, is there like a certain amount of weight that he would have been over that you would have just said no way, or would you have just taken this fight regardless? Like if he came in at 139 and just missed by 4 pounds or 3 pounds, would you have said no way or something like that?
Well, I said yes to 146.
I guess not him in general, just like a fighter, like anyone that should.
You know what's crazy? I think only 3 times in history somebody's missed weight by 10 pounds. 2 of them have been against me. One was on Contender Series, and then they completely scratched it because Las Vegas commission wouldn't allow it. And even that one, I said yes. And then the other was, I think, was that lightweight that fought Drew Dober, Silva or something. When I did the robot along the cage. That one. And then I think that got scratched. And then the third one was this. So I hope people just start making weight against me, bro. Come on, man. Like, just make it a real 135-pound fight.
Farid, question right here. Right here. You made history. I mean, the fact that you fought someone in a different weight division, you made history. Was there any effect from Hamzat and Kalayev and Shara training with you at TK at the same time? You know how it's Lion's Den, TK brings everyone in. Does it, how it's iron, sharpening iron,
Yeah.
Do you think that affected your decision? Did Tam Khan himself affect your decision?
we all look as a team. We discussed it definitely, and we all agreed that I think it's best to take the fight. And when I'm in UAE, TK is my home. I always train there, and you know, like you said, it's a lion's den out there. Like iron sharpens iron. Always great to train at TK MMA. But just collectively as a group, me and my team and my manager and my coach of the American top team, we all just agreed. I think they kind of looked at my attitude and how I was, you know, if I was hesitant, we would all have been like, no, let's not take this fight. But I was so up for it. I said, yeah, you know what, featherweight, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm going to destroy this guy regardless. And I think that gave everybody faith for me to accept the fight. So, yeah.
And you won, so actually it was the right decision.
Yeah.
If it happens again, would you do it again? Would you choose the same path?
To be honest with you, I don't want to give people the incentive to miss weight again.
Well, it happened to you twice. So
It's happened twice now, so maybe I have to, I don't know, put my foot down next time around, because people can't keep missing by 10 pounds. Come on, man. Like one pound is disrespectful. Can you imagine 10? Imagine how I felt when I heard 10 pounds. Crazy. But yeah, we can't make a habit out of this, man. Come on, man. We contractually agreed to weight. We have to make weight.
Well, regardless, congratulations, you're a beast.
Thank you, brother.